Picture this, saving up to 10% when you bundle your home and auto insurance.
All right, we are back with some more Pokemon Silver. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today. Probably mostly just going to be some Elite Four grinding and the like. Because, yeah, I wouldn't be able to stay up late enough tonight to do a more proper size stream like some of the other ones I've done, 2 hour, 3 hour plus. But I did want to get a little bit in. I've got some stuff to take care of tonight, so it's going to be up already. But, yeah, it's going to be a little mini stream, just kind of mostly grinding focus. Not super long, probably just an hour, but, it's good to get some grinding in. We're going to need some of that to prepare for some of the foes and challenges we have in the post game before we're completely done. Okay, let's boot up the game. If I remember correctly, I think we are already all queued up for taking on the Elite Four again. I was thinking lately about one of the nice things about grinding with the Elite Four is that it's going to be easier every single time. Some of the Pokemon and moves I had to watch out for earlier on are not nearly as much of a threat anymore. Obviously, there will be... Okay, I was not expecting this. So I guess the rival shows up if you fight the Elite Four enough times? I was not expecting that. But what I was gonna say is, I've been thinking about how it's diminishing returns as you get higher and higher level, but also get easier to go through. But what is going on here? Why is this happening? This is so weird. I honestly need to look up why this happened, because this is bizarre. For a moment I was wondering, like, did my save revert earlier? But clearly not, because I've got some of the post-game Pokemon. That's just crazy. I need to look up what it is that makes him trigger again. Is he any stronger than he used to be? What a surprise. Okay, we're gonna have to swap. Yeah, this has to be like a rematch because his levels are about as high as as Lance's best Pokemon, right? Man, it's a good thing I didn't progress any further when I saved last and accidentally trigger this. Making for quite the surprise now. Nice. Even the mighty Alakazam goes down. There we go. Definitely gonna have to heal again. Let's heal up again. Okay, apparently this only happens on Mondays and Wednesdays? Okay, so that's why he came back. Interesting. Huh. Who would have known? Okay. Let's take on... It's a nice little bonus. Oh, another thing I forgot. A little bit of a late holiday present, but my girlfriend, Ashley Bubble Blower, got me this adorable little Ray plush that I've seen a bunch of memes of, put on my Christmas wish list, and it's not really Pokemon. I've got some other plushes that aren't Pokemon that I don't have with me right now. I've got at my parents' house, but I got this Ray as a holiday present, so I'm gonna be having her joining along for now. I think we'll put her there for now. I love her wide-eyed stare. It's perfect Ray vibes. She got the tism. I wonder if the rival will show up every time I try to fight the Elite Four on Mondays and Wednesdays, or if it's just the first time in a day, and then it's gotta wait a day. Would it be worth considering Parish Song? No, we put so much effort into its specific moveset. I don't know about that, It's got a really good move set for what we are using it for now. Because the Shadow Ball and Ancient Power have given some real good coverage, I've discovered. I honestly think we keep it like this. Crit, but thankfully I've still got good resistance and defense to that. Okay, next is Koga. Then we put Swift in front for that. And then give Swift fresh water. Running a little low on them after all the ones we had. Peck is only like a 35 power move, I believe, so it's pretty impressive how much it's able to do. But the evasion isn't going to do any good. Peck is still coming for you. This is definitely an Ozai switch. Get that 4 times effectiveness, one of the few susceptibilities of Fortress. Of course. Hopefully now we'll get it all in one hit. Ah, damn it. Okay, we need to start with Sandstorm. I think I'm just gonna keep going with this until I get a hit in. Let's see how long the whittling takes. There we go. Okay, Gotier's poisoned, but everyone else is doing pretty good. Okay, if we're facing Bruno, then I think once again we want Swift in front. Trying to get all of my upperclassmen of the team, we could say, up to level 55 to be ready to attempt Hello again, see how well that does. Or if we need to level up even further than that. Hitmontop can do detect, so I think I'm just gonna peck. Because I've been trying to do fly on it, and I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, for those of you watching on Twitch, it looks like ads are going to be running in a few minutes, so just as a reminder, subscribers shouldn't receive any ads. I don't want to paywall my content whenever we're able to enjoy this channel, but for those of you who do feel willing to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. Even a little bit goes a long way, and I hope to be able to put whatever I get towards making this channel better. As a way of showing appreciation for anyone who is willing to contribute, there will be incentives for those who can give the most. So if you want to pick the kind of things that I do on this channel, feel free to shoot for being number 1 in one of the categories. So those will be running in just a little bit, just so you guys have a heads up. When the ads actually run, I'm actually probably going to step out and check on something. Got some laundry in the wash, need to set to the dryer. Okay, we're gonna want muscle for the next one. Then we're gonna want to heal up Swift. That cry I definitely remember sounding different on Coliseum, so I wonder if there was some sort of effect that they were doing to alter the way some cries sound. Or maybe just with the sound design and all the different sound effects going on, it just kind of felt different in how everything was mixed. Okay, now that ads are running, I'm gonna check on my laundry. Looks like the stuff in the washer was ready to move to the dryer, which I wasn't sure if it would be ready by now. Thought it might take until the next break. So that is switched over. Now it's time to switch over my Pokemon. Maybe I should have done Earthquake. But hopefully this will knock it out in one hit. Just the same. Nice. I feel like I've gotten better with figuring out my move sets for my Pokemon since I started this marathon. I feel like this has been an even further optimized team than the ones I had been putting together at the beginning. Because like Muscle having Ice Punch, that's been very helpful. Once again, Gengar is going to do half the work of taking himself out. I remember Curse had a really cool sound effect in Gen 3. It'll be nice to hear that again once I get to the more haunted areas of that game. I feel like when she said, I like that in a trainer, I kind of imagined Gold being like, are you hitting on me? Okay, he starts off with Gyarados. Yeah, we're gonna want Nicoletus for that. Give Aquins some fresh water. Getting pretty close to 55 with some of these guys. Might be able to hit it with just a little bit of one-on-one training with the rest. This is kind of losing the special quality after having done it so many times. Man, I don't remember what level everyone is in the Elite Four Championship in Gen 1. I think it'd be quite funny if you somehow ended up with lower levels in this game. Like, what does it say if Gyarados or Aerodactyl is a lower level in this game than that one? What does that say? Like, if you don't train your Pokemon in enough time, their level goes backwards? Especially as I've been watching the show, it's interesting to think about the very abstracted nature of the games versus a more realistic, or at least internally logical version of how Pokemon work. Like, There's a lot of things they do in the show that wouldn't really fly in the games, and it makes you wonder if the Pokemon world were real, how abstracted would things be? This is likely a very video gameized version of the Pokemon world. Nice. I froze it. Makes me wonder if you're imagining how Pokemon battling would actually work. How does it compare? Are levels even a thing, or is that just an abstraction? Maybe I'll try some Steel Wing with Swift. Especially because I think it's got Hyper Beam, and that's not going to do too much to me, I don't think. Okay, it's got Rock Slide. Hopefully that doesn't do too much. Okay, it's... oh, but the flinching, that's going to be a problem. It's interesting to change up, because I was always using Aquance here, but wow, Steel Wing takes in one hit. So I guess Swift can hold out just fine at this point against Aerodactyl. If I wasn't using EXP Share, I probably would have gotten some of these guys up to level 55 by now, but I think we should definitely share with the stragglers in the group. Normally would have gone for Gojira, but I really want to get Aquance up to level 55. One thing I can give credit to the newer gens over the old ones is I do like that they got rid of HMs. The moves themselves are fine, but I really like that you don't have to use up your move slots for story stuff. I think it's a lot better to have it be that you unlock more abilities to get around through doing challenges and badges and stuff, but I think it's for the best to have that not take up precious move slots. Because Surf and Fly have use, but Cut, you know, it always felt like one that was really hogging the space. And yeah, I could have an HM Slave, but felt like extra work training up one of those as well. Healed. Okay, that's 5. Of course you can do that too. Well, you didn't get a chance to do damage on me while I get muscle ready. Oh boy. cutting it real close. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna have to max potion. Oh, this is gonna take me out, huh? Okay, I'm lucky. That was close. I was worried I'd have to do more pivoting and reviving and whatnot. How many times have we been doing this, May? Or Mary, or whatever your name is? Professor Oak's like, ugh, gonna keep walking over here and pretending it's special every single time. Just because he's 10. Man, in these early gens, getting to level 100 must have been a slog. It must have taken forever to grind up that much. Man, it's crazy to think how few people worked on these early ones. That the credits can go by so quick. I believe Gen 3 alone was a lot more substantive. That must have been one where they really started, I guess, leveling up the development team. Okay, now let's give XP share to Gojira. It's interesting looking at just now. Every single one's got a different sprite aside from Aquance and Gojira being similar. Definitely makes sense for Gojira, but a little interesting that Aquance is also in that boat. This sprite is definitely a pretty catch-all sprite in this point in the series, it seems. Okay, I'm not gonna be doing a ton longer, so I think I'll probably be Just doing a little bit of Mount Silver training. Especially because we're getting pretty dang close on some of these guys. Yeah, I get it, Ponyta. You love spinning the fire around. Little Johnny Cash here. Okay, let me pull up my map of this place. Interesting that the Elite Four is meant to be such a tough place, but this cave region is Pokemon at that level, just in the wild, but I guess it's supposed to be a pretty untamed wilderness area. They've got the center there to help people out because it's so formidable. Okay. I think I know where I am now. Graveler, I should be able to do some damage with Stealing then. Nice. Stealing's pretty strong. Steel is a little more offensive than I thought. I thought it was primarily defensive. Apparently Rapid Spin's a pretty good move. I think it doesn't do much damage, but apparently it clears spikes and stuff. I was watching some videos on how the Pokemon meta has evolved over the years, and apparently it was significant at least for Gen 2 or 3 or something. Well, hopefully I've got some good bulk for that. Did not do much. I gotta admit, Swift's back sprite makes it look a little funky with the mouth. Makes it look like really weird looking Muppet or something. I think it's a little odd, personally. Makes it look like it's got a scrunched up face. Okay, I think I'm on some stairs now. Okay, for those of you watching on Twitch, it looks like ads are going to run in a few minutes. So just a reminder, subscribers shouldn't receive any ads. I don't want to paywall anything on this channel, I want everything to be available for free. But for those of you who do feel willing to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. Even a little bit goes a long way, and I hope to be able to put whatever I get towards making this channel better. As a way of showing appreciation for anyone who is willing to contribute, there will be incentives for those who can give the most. So if you want to pick the kind of stuff I do in this channel, feel free to shoot for being number 1 in one of the categories. So those will be running in just a little bit, just so you guys have a heads up. I went for a little bit of a stretch there before encountering anything, and it's interesting how well I was able to navigate that little map without even looking at the screen. Seems like Swift doesn't always have the best accuracy in some cases. But thankfully it's nice and bulky, should be fine for now. Okay, I think I got a little confused at what point I was at, but I think now I know. There we go. Now the leveling's gonna be even more productive as the levels of the wild Pokemon increase. It's interesting how you can't fly from the summit, but I guess that's cave rules for you, huh? Probably couldn't code it in to be a fly zone on the summit, like probably something tied into the nature of the caves. Just kind of extends into all floors of it. Or something like that, I bet. I think it's interesting how there's kind of black void there. I imagine that's like really murky, shadowy depths or something. Just kind of hidden from the sun. Okay, ads are running. I'm gonna check if my laundry's still going. Be right back. this case, Golbat. It's a little capable with its flying moves, so Muscle is not as good a bet as I originally thought. So yeah, this is honestly, and that would also be good against Michaelettus too, so honestly, Gojira is the best bet for the bats. A fellow native of Mount Silver. I learned about Baton Pass Mean Look today. That was an interesting band strategy to learn about. I'm gonna go for a little bit more and then call it a night. Hello there, old friend. We've done quite a bit of growing with you, even though we only got you in the post-game. Gotten pretty familiar with Gojira, and I'm looking forward to when it finally fully blooms into Tyranitar. It's gonna have to be Michaelettus for you, huh? Interesting that you're not a psychic type Golduck, even though clearly that's part of the intention with you. Onyx, that should be no real challenge for Swift. Apparently Steel's unaffected by Sandstorm, that's interesting. Interesting how that did more to the Graveler than Onyx, but maybe level is partially at play here. that's going to be where I call it for tonight. I was saying it was going to be a shorter stream, but still, I think we were doing pretty dang well. Leveling up to a Temtoa again. I think we just gotta get the upperclassmen, we can call them, up to level 55, and then I'm gonna give it a shot, see how well that goes, or if we need to keep grinding. And also, once we've got enough time in a stream, we gotta try to get those dogs, legendary dogs, try to get Entei. Still haven't found Raikou yet. We're gonna want to get him. But yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. A little good grinding session, and we'll be doing more soon again. I assure you guys. It's a little unclear to me how much more time we've got in silver with the amount of grinding we're gonna have to do and how much time it'll take to get the legendaries. I guess really I don't know how many more streams it's gonna be. Could be any one. I feel like honestly maybe at least 2 more, but we'll have to see. Okay, now I just gotta find someone to raid, and I can wrap up for the night. Okay, I think I know who to raid. I hope anyone who tuned in today had fun. I've honestly been really getting in the Pokemon mood lately. Been watching the show, watching YouTube videos on it. Really just getting into that Pokemon sense of mentality, which throughout my life has often come and gone in waves, but I've really been feeling it. I really hope that this marathon will be able to keep that energy going for a while. But I'll be sending you guys on your way. Feel free to follow to check in when I'll be going next. And